Social media company's been trying to burnish its image here, but they're...
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. The CEO of the video sharing app TikTok takes questions from members of the House Energy and Commerce Committee today, suspicious about how it collects and shares users' information.
The social media company's been trying to burnish its image here, but there is growing concern about TikTok's data collection and its ties to the Chinese Communist government.
Fox's Doug Zader. 6 construction workers are killed on a Baltimore interstate. Police say a driver clipped a disabled car on the road and went out of control.
Maryland State Police say an Acura drove through a work zone on the Baltimore Beltway, hitting several construction workers. The car finally stopped when it overturned. The workers didn't survive, but the driver of that Acura did and was taken to a local hospital for treatment.
Fox's Jill Nato. At least 9 civilians are reported killed in Russian drone and missile strikes in Ukraine, 8 of them in or near a high school dormitory, another in an apartment building. America's listening to Fox News.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
Southern Heritage Bank is your local community-focused bank. You'll see our teammates proudly cheering at the local ball games and standing beside you at events that make this a good place to live. Together,
Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. All right, folks, we say good morning to all of you as we welcome you in here and give you a program note here at 7:03. We will be joined by the chairwoman of the Bradley County Board of Education, Bradley County Schools Board of Education, coming up at 8 o'clock this morning. We're going to speak with Amanda Lee about the situation involving Dr. Linda Cash. Dr. Cash has, as you know by now, had applied for the position of Director of Sumner County Schools, and she was denied the opportunity to interview by the Sumner County Board of Education. Well, we are going to speak with Board Chairwoman Lee coming up at 8 o'clock this morning, and we'll have that right here on Mix 104.1. Also going to talk March Madness with the voice of the Volunteers, Bob Kessling, live from New York, where the Vols will play tonight. They'll take on Florida Atlantic at about 9 o'clock. We say about 9 because we know in the tournaments the start times are pretty much suggestions. So anyway, Bridget, as you notice, I'm wearing my Bruins blue tonight.
Yeah, you think that's going to help them?
Probably not. No, they're playing Gonzaga about 10 o'clock tonight. But fair warning to you, I am staying up and watching the game. So tomorrow morning, folks, you'll want to tune in. It could get.
I think you've got some vacation days left. Why don't you just?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I need to check with HR.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go to it. The Logan Thompson Law News Desk. Now that I have my full news, I have stalled as long as I can. At 7:05, as we welcome you in, our news partners at Local 3 report out of the 95 Tennessee counties, Polk County had the most findings for areas that need improvement from the state comptroller's annual audit report. The state comptroller's office released its annual audit of Polk County government on Wednesday. They noted many areas that need improvement. 14 findings, 6 of those reported in 2021. A few included the Office of Director of Schools having deficiencies in budget operations, the Office of Director of Accounts and Budget's general ledger payroll liability accounts not being reconciled, payroll tax deposits to the IRS not properly reported. John Dunn with the State Comptroller's Office said, quote, "Repeat findings are always a concern for our office because we've told them there's an issue and recommended a way to fix the problem. But either there was unwillingness or an inability to correct it," end quote. Dunn told Local 3 that one of the findings had been repeated over the last 11 annual audits and had not been addressed. It's how Polk County handles its highway department's financial activities. In the newest report, The Office of Circuit and General Sessions Court's clerk flagged for using a signature stamp to sign checks and not reviewing a list of voided transactions. According to John Dunn with the State Comptroller's Office, quote, the operations of circuit clerks and the General Sessions court's clerk are being investigated by our office. If anything, there is proven, we will issue those findings in a separate report, end quote. All right, the Cleveland Daily Banner reported Mark Fiddler, Director of Operations, the Cleveland Regional Jetport, recently presented a Lifetime Achievement Award from the State Aeronautics Commission. The award recognizes Fiddler for his leadership and contributions to aviation during his career at the Jetport. Fiddler has served as director of the Jetport since 2012. Last year, Fiddler announced he would retire. However, an official date has not yet been set. And Bridget, because of this, you can stop saying Fiddler on the roof. We just don't need that. There is terrible. Absolutely, this is not news and comment. Bridget, we understand Nokian Tires has made a big announcement. They're expanding their Dayton factory footprint. Listen to this. A new 350,000 square foot warehouse to be opened by mid-2024. It will hold up to 600,000 tires. Almost as many times as Dwayne changes vehicles, so that'll be good for him. I told his wife it's a good thing he doesn't change women like he does. Okay. Nokian Tires. Let's get back to the news here. Let's get serious. Nokian Tires has begun construction on their finished goods warehouse at their Dayton production campus. It'll hold as many as 600,000 tires, and as I said, it'll be ready for use by mid-2024. The global tire maker in Dayton, Nokian Tires, they're hiring 125 team members to increase their workforce in Southeast Tennessee, and their campus there to 475 employees. State news this morning. The Chattanoogan.com reports in an effort to uphold Tennessee law, Attorney General Jonathan Skermetti sent letters to Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid seeking confirmation that they will not sell or dispense abortion-inducing drugs in Tennessee. The letter to the drug chains said in part, quote, Dobbs returned the authority to regulate or prohibit abortion to the people through their state governments. Tennessee has unequivocally elected to prohibit elective abortions and to strictly regulate the use of abortion-inducing drugs. All right, that is the very latest Mix 104.1 WCLE local and state news on Mix 104.1 Talk 101.3 The Buzz, and we're on MixTV.tv, a program reminder once again. I'll be joined by the chairwoman of the Bradley County Board of Education, Amanda Lee, live at 8 o'clock this morning. We'll have that here on Mix 104.1 Radio and MixTV.tv. Now, you're someone who's going in this morning. You won't be able to listen to the broadcast at that time. First of all, good for you. Secondly, you can watch anything that we do here in the mornings at MixTV.tv. Get a check of the streets. What's up?
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. It's here, the Don Ledford Buick GMC Truck Annual March Mania event, and they are saying yes to low interest rates and 90 days until your first payment. Visit their showroom on North Lee Highway and Don Ledford in Cleveland, where they say yes. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. So far, things are looking great out there. Drive safely as you make your way in. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the HHM text line. This traffic report is brought to you by Waste Connections of Cleveland. They work with the communities and businesses they serve to make sure that all forms of waste are handled in ways that are reliable for their customers, safe for their employees, and respectful of the environment. Visit them online at wasteconnections-clevelandtn.com.
All right, it's time right now for the Hardee's Wake Up, as our friends at single lady. Our friends at Hardee's want you to wake up. And let's see, what are we going to do? I heard Dwayne do this earlier, so I'll do it. Hardee's is bringing sweet news with the return of the blueberry and lemon cream cheese pie.
There we go. Your favorite.
Well, if I can't think of two flavors, I'd put... See, now this is not what we need to be doing with the sponsors. We do not need to be a ceiling. And I love Hardee's, as everyone knows. I especially love Mark and Julia. Nicole's okay. She starts correcting me too much, and then you just kind of lose. You kind of lose out. Anyway, no, love all of them. Hardee's, they do it. So if you're someone, do you like blueberry and lemon?
Yes, definitely.
Hey, Fruit Loops, I know that. What did you get at Hardee's this morning?
I ate their super sausage biscuit.
Good Lord, what are you doing? Are you eating it as we speak, or are you on biscuit number 2?
No. Do what now?
You sounded like, I won't describe what you sounded like, because I'm sure people are trying to eat some Hardee's biscuits right now, as a matter of fact. So you get the super sausage?
Yes.
Would you try the blueberry and lemon cream cheese pie at Hardee's?
Not a chance.
Wow.
When you want honesty, folks. We ain't gonna. It ain't happy talk here.
Hardee's.
You know what? Hey, Nicole, will you bring these in? Austin and I will try them. Bridget's already on record. She'll do it. Of course, Bridget will say anything.
Yes.
I don't believe you.
I can't stand cream cheese.
You sound like. Are you okay? Are you like in the process of having CPR performed on you right now? What is the matter with you? Won't you can you take a deep breath or something before you come on and scare the children? Good Lord, man.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, but okay.
Sounds like you got half like a big league chew in your jaw. Get off my radio. Go talk to Travis Adams and leave me out of it. Good God. And you're an embarrassment. Anyway, go to Hardee's, folks. I don't know what to tell you. Just go to Hardee's. Good Lord.
Bite this network with an urgent weekend morning.
Morning. Hardee's 2 for $5 mix and match breakfast starts your day with made-from-scratch sausage and egg biscuits, biscuit and gravy, or syrupy French toast dips. Pick any 2, just $5. My rewards members get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
I'm looking forward to the evening. I'm looking forward to the night. When you want the best life, the time is right. Time to sleep with the mermaid tonight. Mermaid Mattress Factory and Showroom.
We're here at Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
We are here with great service. We're here. We're here.
We're here.
We're here with great deals. We're here for you.
So come get huge Nissan savings when you shop Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland and Cleveland-Nissan today. Home of the exclusive lifetime warranty.
Hey, it's Josh with Wholesale Supply. Our team members have been serving the Southeast with the best plumbing, electrical, and HVAC products for the past 75 years. Founded in Cleveland, Tennessee, Wholesale Supply has everything you need, from water heaters to kitchen faucets, from lighting to septic tanks. We literally sell it all. Don't believe me? Stop by one of our 32 stores across the Southeast and check it out for yourself. And tell them Josh sent you. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open Monday through Friday and open to the public.
From Lookout Mountain to Cleveland, from Red Bank to Collegedale. Luxury lives here.
Chattanooga Auto Square is your home for premium luxury automobiles.
And we have the largest selection in all of Chattanooga of pre-owned vehicles from every major brand.
Chattanooga Auto Square, Jaguar, Land Rover, Porsche, Infiniti.
Luxury lives here.
We are Mix 104.1. We're on MixTV.tv. All right, Bridget, so the official coffee of Mix Mornings is Scooter's Coffee. Are they still open?
Yes, of course.
Oh, are they?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's what I'm hearing. But anyway, what about Scooters?
Yeah.
Tell me all about it.
Stop by Scooter's Coffee on your way in this morning. They're going to get you through that drive-thru very quickly. Average wait time from the time you order your drink or your breakfast, whatever you get, is about 3 minutes from the time you order till the time you pick up your order.
Does that include Claudia Parker badgering you about ordering more?
Well, if she's there, it might take a little longer.
Hey, that ain't enough. How'd you get a sandwich? Well, see, she don't even talk like that.
Stop by and try any of their hot, iced, or blended coffees. Also, try a great breakfast. They have great breakfast burritos, the cinnamon roll, which you love.
Well, Rebecca Miller from Lake Forest was in here yesterday. She said, try the breakfast burrito.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'll do that.
Yes.
Very good. All right, are you done?
Yes.
Thanks. So I do have a tie-in here, boys and girls. Washington Post reports this morning that there's more research about coffee. Actually, now this, you start talking about the...
What?
The New England Journal of Medicine. When you start talking about that, I start paying attention. The research showed that coffee has striking effects, if you're a coffee drinker, striking effects on physical activity levels. Let me tell you something. If you're drinking coffee, as I am drinking Scooters this morning, I think this is cup number 2. This is 2. It's a slow morning, and I've been up since 4:30. Anyway, you're going to get, on average, an extra 1,000 steps a day. Okay? However, according to the study, if you drink coffee, you're going to gain 1,000 steps a day, but you're going to lose about 36 minutes of sleep a night. Yeah, that's true.
So which would you rather have? Steps or sleep?
Sleep when you're dead. I mean, let's make it happen, Let's get out here and do something. Many studies show that coffee drinkers, quote, live longer, have lower rates of diabetes, or as my grandmother used to say, my nana, diabetes, cancer, so there's a live longer, lower rates of diabetes, cancer, liver disease, depression, you're just too hyped up there, and other chronic conditions. Okay. Scooter's Coffee is the bottom line.
Good news.
Okay, good. I got you addicted, but I did lamented the other day. We have not addicted Dwayne Williams to coffee. Does Ashley drink coffee?
Not yet. She will every now and then.
She drinks okay. Hey, well, see, that's not nice. That she drinks
coffee.
Oh, no, she really doesn't. Hey, Austin, do you drink coffee?
No, coffee is for old people.
Thank you.
Boy, I tell you, Austin's there for the sponsors, isn't he, ladies and gentlemen? See you right now. Let's
Thank you.
Turn that mic right on off there. Let's go to the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center. By the way, a lot of people have been admiring Roger Pickett's new hair. Roger has let his locks grow out a little bit. Cindy likes it, we understand. That's true. You think I'm kidding. I had the unfortunate displeasure of being in person with him one time at a banquet when she started rubbing her hands through his hair. Good Lord, get me out of here. But Roger Pickett, when he started drinking coffee, his hair just started growing. Matter of fact, Scooter's Coffee. He loves Claudia and Danny Parker.
Another great benefit.
Just yet he's going to be Crystal Gale before it's over. But anyway, all right, let's do it. Come on, Roger. By the way, he feeds his hair Scooter's Coffee. Or, I don't know, feeds or we got kind of a direct link in there somehow.
Save $300 on select Stearns & Foster mattresses at Mermaid Mattress, and you'll receive a free bed pack including sheets, pillows, and a comforter, but only at Mermaid Mattress.
Did he say bed pan or bed pack?
Bed pack.
Bed pack.
Yes.
Okay.
For today, mostly sunny, a high of 78. Mostly clear skies this evening with a low of 59. For tomorrow, cloudy skies early in the day, partly cloudy. Later in the afternoon, a high of 79. We'll have thunderstorms late tomorrow evening with a low of 61. A few of those storms could be severe. And then on Saturday, rain showers early in the day, mostly sunny later with a high of 78. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 47 degrees.
This weather forecast is brought to you by PhD Pharmacy, Keith Street near Harrison Pike. Free delivery within a 50-mile radius of Cleveland. Call Gina Mosier Patterson today at 423-614-6650.
Patrick Spangler is next. And then Bob Kessling.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank account's too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom.
Direct Primary Care Associates, your place for health care. Fast access and on-time visits with no deductibles and no copays. The one-on-one time with a member of the talented staff makes going to the doctor a better experience. Direct Primary Care Associates offers telemedicine services and can do all routine labs. Check out all the ways Direct Primary Care Associates can help you and your family at directpca.com or call them at 650-4831. Direct Primary Care Associate. It's not insurance, it's health care.
Hey listeners, there's a new Buzz Tuesdays at noon, the voice of we the people. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
Morning, everybody. My name is Doug Vierthal, General Manager of Cleveland Ford. As you can see, the long-awaited construction build has begun. We are definitely, so everybody knows in the community, expanding to support and to service the community. When you pull in, it looks a little bit confusing. We are open during business. Everybody should know that we have a bunch of new Fords in inventory. We have Broncos, we have F-150s, as well as a bunch of orders coming in weekly and monthly. If you need anything, you can reach me. My name is Doug Vierthaler. Look forward to talking to y'all soon.
Peyton Southeastern is hiring. You have the potential to earn over $21 an hour with new progressive pay rates. A $2 night shift premium, plus you're eligible to earn a $5,000 stay bonus. Peyton's in Cleveland has open interviews every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. and then from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Amanda Lee at 8 o'clock this morning. We'll be speaking with Chairwoman Lee. Also, out of the 95 Tennessee counties, Local 3 reports Polk County had the most findings for areas needing improvement from the state comptroller's annual audit report. Those stories and more in full detail at the top of the hour.
This news update brought to you by Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
Tell you what, Bridget, just for Patrick here, let's get a check of our Simmons Bank celebration list. What's happening?
Okay, happy birthday to Shay Lee today. That is from her sister. Her sister Shara says Shay is the older sister, so happy birthday to her. Brody Dempsey Dempsey is having a birthday today. The birthday wish says he is the best son ever. And then Larry and Pam Kaysen, they are celebrating their 27th wedding anniversary today. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ridipest mix line 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the HHM text line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they have been helping their customers make their dreams come true since 1903.
Patrick Spangler is the principal of Bradley Central High School. What did Matt Moody say?
Matt Moody asked me if I was part owner now of Mix 104.1.
I think that's a good idea. Actually.
Well, I'd have to talk to my brother about that. So,
well, Patrick, let's just get into it, buddy. You've got such a busy things happening at Bradley. I did invite you in because I wanted to talk about the big celebration tomorrow for the state champion Barretts. How about it?
Yeah, this is. I think the springtime around any campus in town, it's just jam packed. But we have an extra special ceremony this year with our Barretts celebrating the 2023 Class 4A state championship. So we've been planning hard all week. My staff at school and the basketball team and just other community members have been planning to make sure that this is a very special occasion for our girls and Coach Reuter and his coaching staff. Excuse me. I want to just stop right here, and I was just looking over this and looking at the team accolades for this specific group, and it says the 2023 Barrett seniors have compiled a record of 120-11 in 4 seasons.
Man,
4 district regular season titles, 4 district tournament titles, 4 region titles, 3 sub-state victories, 3 state tournament appearances, the 2023 TSSAA 4A state championship, and never lost a district game, and currently hold a 128 district win streak.
My goodness!
Whenever I look at that, you know, this is not just a state tournament celebration. This is I think a pretty big celebration of a team that and a group of seniors that have accomplished unbelievable things.
It certainly is. So let's talk about the schedule tomorrow, Patrick. And I know this is a school assembly. Is that right?
It's a school assembly. We're gonna dismiss around 10:45 and have everyone in the gym. We have special seating for our VIPs coming in tomorrow. And really, I think for me, I want to ask all former Barretts, please come. If you can make it, please come. We'll have a section for you, and that'll just kind of make the ceremony more special as well.
It's going to begin at 11 o'clock. We're actually going to carry it. We're going to start our coverage at 10:45 here on Mix 104.1 Radio, and also it'll be on mixtv.tv tomorrow. Really looking forward to it. And like you said, it's just a chance to pay tribute to this great team, the staff, the families, all of them. Tomorrow. You've got other things, though, happening around the campus at Bradley. What's going on?
We do. We have an exciting day today. We have our 8th graders from Lake Forest Middle School coming up for the campus tour. So that's always a special day. We have many events planned for them. Also tonight we have our open house for any upcoming 9th grader that we're really looking forward to. And just some information on it. We asked last names A through H to come from 5 to 5:45. Last names I through R from 6 to 6:45, and then last names S through Z to come from 7 to 7:45. And the Tennessee game will not interfere with that, so we're expecting to have a big crowd.
Doesn't start till about 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock, right? Everybody will be in bed.
Depends on how long you're going to talk. Joined by Patrick Spangler. He's the principal of Bradley Central High School. So anything else happening you'd like to mention while we're here?
So we do have a Bradley County Schools job fair taking place today at the Pie Center from 4 to 5:30 p.m. Anyone interested in working at any Bradley County school, but we would love you at Bradley High School, please stop by from 4 to 5:30 and we'll be there. And I would also like to recognize this year's valedictorian and salutatorian. This week we celebrated with a luncheon to honor those students And our valedictorian for this year is Miss Emily Perry, and our salutatorian is Mr. Garrett Williams. And they also are part of the TVEC program at Cleveland State Community College. So they will be graduating with an associate's degree as well as a high school diploma. Wow. So we are extremely proud of this group of graduates, especially our valedictorian and salutatorian.
Well, Patrick, you're doing a great job, you and your staff at Bradley Central High School, and we are looking forward to back to tomorrow, being there and really saluting what, as you've read those statistics, just an unbelievably special group of athletes. But as someone said yesterday, and maybe it's Gary or somebody else, just special young women. Beyond just being great athletes.
It is. And I think, I had an opportunity to be in the press room after the game to listen to a group of them. I had an opportunity to listen this week when they were in here. I think the common theme is they loved what they were doing, and they loved who they were doing it with. Absolutely. They loved their team, and that's a part of success right there. And Coach Reuter does a great job with that. But they are extremely talented young ladies, and the seniors, we wish them well, and the underclassmen, we know that there's many big things to come in the future with them.
Our friend Patrick Spangler, the principal of Bradley Central High School. We will see you tomorrow.
Can I just point out that I appreciate Bridget wearing her black and gold?
Right. Well, she knew you were coming.
Yeah, she planned it. So,
would you like to ask what school she's involved with now? Does that even? Do you want to?
Some people have ties to other schools, but I know where their heart's at. Okay.
Thanks, Patrick. Good to see you. All right, 7:33, Bridget. Let's get a check of the streets. What's going on?
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. It's here, the Don Ledford Chevrolet annual March Mania event, and they are saying yes to low interest rates and 90 days until your first payment. Visit their showroom on North Lee Highway and Don Ledford in Cleveland, where they say yes. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there as you make your way in. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the HHM text line. This traffic report is brought to you by Southland Finance. On May 1st, they are relocating to a larger, more convenient branch at 950 25th Street in Cleveland at the intersection of 25th Street and Peerless Road. Call them at 423-458-3007. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
All right, Bob Kessling is next, and he always complains when we get him on late, so make sure we get him on. His agent starts screaming at us. Voice of the Volunteers. We'll talk to Bob live from New York in a moment.
At Alon Planning Partners, we believe in better.
As an elementary education major, I've been studying about the development of kids' brains. It is so important that we shield them from vaping and any other nicotine use. Nicotine affects every part of the brain. Parents, let's be aware. Let's protect our kids.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, and we will overpay for your old car today. High mileage, cosmetic issues, that's okay. Rusted, busted, can't be trusted, all trade-ins are welcome. Just bring us your old car as is. Don't even wash it. You'll be shocked of how much I'm willing to pay for your old car in any condition. Come see me, John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where selling your car is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thank you for calling Logan Thompson. This is Ashley.
This Mixed TV interview is supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Visit us online at wholesalesupply.us.
Memorial, hello, human kindness. Tell you what, we're going to go right to our interview with, we'll just go live from New York. It's the voice of the Volunteers, Bob Kessling. Did you make it to New York?
Steve, we're here. We're prepared. We're ready to go.
I just got back from there, and how's the city? How's it going?
You left it in pretty good shape when you left here, Steve, so that's good. Yeah, everything's fine. Being in New York, it's all the hustle and bustle. You know about that. And there's just this excitement, especially when basketball's involved up here, because it's, as Coach Barnes calls it, it's the mecca of basketball, really, when you look back. And going to Madison Square Garden is also, always fun. So Bert and I were riding the subway up and down and having a big time yesterday. So we got to all the press conferences and got to watch the team work out in the Garden. Tennessee played in the Garden last year against Texas Tech, and it was one of those rock fight type games. Neither team shot very well. And Coach Barnes blames it on the basketball they were using, some kind of new NBA Spalding type ball, and neither team shot well. So they'll have Wilson basketballs tonight, and both teams should shoot well. It should be a heck of a game.
So you obviously have a deal with Wilson, is what I'm taking from this. You're putting Spalding down.
No, the NCAA has a deal with Wilson.
Okay.
So I have nothing to do with that.
Fine.
I have nothing to do with that. So.
All right, so it's the number 4 Tennessee Volunteers. They'll meet the number 9 seeded Florida Atlantic Owls. And just tell us, in all of the press conferences and the research you've done about Florida Atlantic, what have you learned about them?
Well, they won a lot of games. They won 33 games this year. That's hard to do. And they won 20 straight at one time. It's a veteran team in this day of transfer portals and all that stuff. Their guys have stayed together. They've got, I think it's 9 guys that have played together for a couple of years. So it's a veteran team. They're not a very big team, but they're a fast team. They do have a 7-footer and another guy that's 6'8" that plays the post. And those guys man the post, and then they have the 4 guys on the outside. They have 6 guys that have shot over 100 three-pointers this year, and one that shot 93. So they are all apt to shoot the three-pointer, and that plays maybe into Tennessee's hands a little bit because Tennessee is the best team in the country defending the three-point shot. So if they can make life miserable for the Owls getting shots off, then that should be a big bonus for Tennessee. And Tennessee played really well against Duke, and you want to continue that momentum into this game. And I think it's a very confident Tennessee team. It's a veteran team as well, and they have guys that have played in a lot of NCAA tournaments and got lots of experience. And so that helps this time of the year. And I think the fact that most of the veterans have played at Madison Square Garden, that kind of takes that aura away from the whole bit. They won't be in awe of going in there and just the surroundings because they played in there last year. So I think it sets up well for Tennessee. Every time you play these NCAA tournament games, though, it's a matchup type game, and how these guys play and how you defend the other team is important, and the officiating is also different in these games. You have to adjust how the officials play. Most of the officials, now they're some of the best officials in the country, but they're from different conferences, and so they kind of mix and match a little bit. And so, and each conference is a little bit different in how they call the games. So that you have to. I think when Tennessee played Duke, they figured it out real quick that they're going to let you play and they're going to let you be physical. And that played into Tennessee's advantage. Now tonight, this game they might call it tighter, and that might be at the Florida Atlantic's advantage. So you just see how it plays out in these matchups, and that's what makes this tournament so special.
We're joined by Bob Kessling, voice of the Vols. How important is it for the Vols to slow down John L. Davis with Florida Atlantic, and who do you believe Coach Barnes will turn to do so?
Well, they've got a lot of options. They really defend the 3-point line. So from that aspect, it could be anybody. It could be all. Josiah Jordan-James can guard any position on the floor, basically. Jemai Meshack can guard any position on the floor, and they switch so much at the top of the key and around the perimeter. So, Davis might face 3 or 4 different guys. So their guards do pass the ball. They've got the 2 guards that have a lot of assists as well. So but Davis had a tremendous game against Fairleigh Dickinson. I mean, he did 29 points and 15 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 steals. I mean, that's the first time anybody's ever done that in the NCAA tournament with those numbers. So he's a good player. He's another veteran player. But Tennessee's such a solid defensive team that they switch, and so it probably everybody on that perimeter is going to have a chance at one point or another to guard Davis and these other guys. So I think defense travels in this tournament, and Tennessee's defense has been outstanding all season long. So I would expect another good defensive performance tonight.
Bob Kessling, voice of the Vols, live from New York. Final question here. With Florida Atlantic ranking the top 15 in offensive efficiency, what impact do you think the Vols' physical size of play, physical style of play, along with their size, will have on FAU's offensive gameplay?
Oh, I think that's the biggest key in the game. I think Tennessee has such an outstanding advantage height-wise. I mean, you can throw those 4, big guys Tennessee has, and Olivier Comwa, if he plays the way he did against Duke, I don't think that there are many teams in this tournament that can beat Tennessee if he plays like that. They can get 20 points out of Olivier Comwa, and Vescovy has his normal game. I think that Tennessee's going to be a tough matchup for any team in this tournament. So, that's been the one thing about that Coach Barnes had talked about in the second half of the SEC season, just the inconsistency of guys like Olivier and Urosh and some of these other guys. You weren't sure exactly what you're going to get. If you can get Olivier Comwa to give you 15 to 20 points every single game, and you're going to get that, that's going to make Tennessee a tough out for any team in this tournament. So I like where Tennessee is right now. I like the confidence they're playing with. I like the way they can adjust to different styles, and it's a team that has been built for March, and now they got to go out and perform, and I think they will. I think they'll play well tonight.
Our broadcast partner Stephen Shelton has sent a question and asked Bob, since the Vols do not tip until 9 o'clock tonight, what time and how long will your nap be today?
It'll start about 3:30 and go to about 5. So hey, I know you're running out of time. Can I tell you? Michigan State's up here.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
So anyway, I'm a big brother, and I've got my little brother, who we've been with for, I guess 10 years or so, is now in the Navy. William Large. He's in the Navy. He's out in San Diego, and he was on the ship where they had the basketball game, the Michigan State-Gonzaga game. And so when they were putting all the courts and stuff up there and the scoreboards and everything, they've got 5,000 sailors on the USS Abraham Lincoln, the aircraft carrier. And so it made it too crowded for all the soldiers, so they just had essential personnel there for a couple of days while the basketball tournament's going on. Well, Will is a master mechanic, and so he was deemed essential in case something broke on the ship. He'd have to fix it. And but since everything was running smoothly, they put him in charge of security. And his job was to check the players in when they came in for practice and everything. And so he did get him a selfie with Drew Timme of Gonzaga, so he thought that was big. But so he gets Gonzaga on, and everything's fine. And now Michigan State's coming on. So he's got his list, and he's checking guys in. And Tom Izzo is the first guy to walk up. And he goes, what's your name? And he goes, Tom Izzo. And he checks the list, and he said, okay, I need to see your ID. And Coach Izzo pats his, pocket. Well, I don't have it. I left it at the hotel. He says, well, I can't let you on the ship without your ID. He said, but I'm the head coach at Michigan State. He said, well, I don't really care who you are, but you're not getting on my ship without your ID. And so his assistant goes, well, this is Tom Izzo. He said, I understand that, but he doesn't have his ID, and he's not getting on the ship. He said, we have media responsibilities, and we got practice. Well, the rules are the rules, and you can't get on the ship without your ID. And so they start talking, and all of a sudden Will goes, all right, now, what's your name again? And he goes, Tom Izzo. He said, spell that. And he goes, IZZO. And he looks down the list and he said, okay, I see your name here. If he vouches for you, I'll let you on the ship today. But you better have your ID tomorrow night or you're not getting on the ship. Okay, we understand what you're saying. So they let them all on. And so when they left the Michigan State team, his Navy buddy sitting next to him said, didn't you know who that was? Didn't you know that was Tom Izzo? And Will goes, I knew exactly who that was. That was just screwing with him a little bit.
That's wonderful. Well,
isn't that great? How many times do you get to mess with Tom Izzo?
That's pretty. That's well, yeah. I guarantee.
Isn't that a good one?
That's pretty good, Bob.
So, anyway,
well, buddy.
So he.
We'll be listening to you and Bert tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be. We'll have a lot of fun tonight. So it's. I mean, this is really neat. Both the Lady Vols and the Vols are in the Sweet 16, and it's just a good time for Tennessee basketball. So anyway, hope a lot of folks listen. Just root on Tennessee, and I think it's going to be a good week here in New York.
Hey, Bob, just kind of, I hate to end Bridget on a down note, but Bob, I don't know if you know that they did close Studio 54. So you will not be able to celebrate their post game, you and Andy Warhol. It ain't happening.
I was hoping to see Joe Namath there tonight. But okay, we'll do something else.
Thank you, Bob. We'll be listening to you tonight, buddy.
All right, take care.
Appreciate it. Bob Kessling, the voice of the Vols. Well, that's a good story, though.
Yeah.
Bob is very, very active in the Big Brothers, Big Sisters campaign or organization nationally, and does a lot for them, and we give him a hard time, but Bob just, there's nobody better. All right, it is 13 before the hour. You know, there is other sports, Bridget. I tell you what, let's get you to the, I'll pull it up here, but let's have you do the forecast and all that, and then we'll do sports.
Okay, for today, we'll have mostly sunny skies, a high of 78 and a low of 59 this evening. For tomorrow, cloudy early in the day, partly cloudy later with a high of 79. We'll have thunderstorms late tomorrow evening, and a few of those storms could be severe overnight. We'll have a low of 61. And then on Saturday, rain showers early in the day, mostly sunny later with a high of 78. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 48 degrees.
Save $300 on Tempur-Pedic Luxe mattresses at Mermaid Mattress, and you'll receive a $300 bed pack including sheets, pillows, and a comforter, but only at Mermaid Mattress.
All right, sports sponsored in part by the Town Squire. You need new tees for spring and summer? Take a look at the selection at the Town Squire of Southern Tide and Vineyard Vines Cotton or Performance Material. Also new polo shirts and tees from Volunteer Traditions with the TriStar or Smoky. You decide. Thank you for allowing the Town Squire to serve you over all of these years. Since 1977, the Town Squire, 1717 Keith Street Northwest in Cleveland, in the Stewart Park Plaza, is the shop that appreciates the customer. All right, quick check of sports here. You, of course, Tennessee, Florida Atlantic, 9 o'clock tip tonight here on Mix 104.1. We'll have a pregame at 8:30, all presented by TVFCU. That'll be here on Mix 104.1 and on your phone, mobile devices. You can listen through the free Mix 104.1 app, that free download, mymix1041.com. Other NCAA games, Sweet 16 games tonight. Michigan State will play Kansas State also at New York's Madison Square Garden tonight, and that should be very, very interesting. You know, you heard Bob talking about Tom Izzo. Boy, Tom Izzo and the Spartans in the NCAA tournament. They love this time of year, don't they? Arkansas plays Connecticut tonight, 7:15 on CBS. And my UCLA Bruins will take on Gonzaga late tonight. 9:45 tip, probably closer to 10 o'clock or later, tonight on CBS. All of the games, the other games, the three games I just mentioned other than UT, will be on Talk 101.3 The Buzz tonight and the Mix 104.1 app. Big celebration for Bradley Central High School state champion Bearettes tomorrow morning. That'll start at 11 o'clock at the Smitty Arena. And we're going to have it live starting at 10:45. The Road to the Glass House is our pregame, pre-ceremony special tomorrow. That'll be here on Mix 104.1 Radio. You can watch the ceremony on mixtv.tv. Patrick Spangler in here earlier, principal of Bradley, calling all former Bearettes to come to the ceremony tomorrow. It's not open to the public. It's a school assembly, but they do want all former Bearettes to be there. Joe Adams Memorial Baseball Tournament today at Bradley and at Walker Valley. At Bradley, it'll be Bradley McCallie at 4 o'clock. Bradley Lincoln County at 7:30. At Walker Valley, it'll be Walker Valley Lincoln County at 4. Walker Valley McCallie at 7:30 tonight. Also, Cleveland Baseball will host Soddy Daisy tonight at 7:30. That's the CHI Memorial Sports Desk, sponsored in part by the Town Squire. Coming up, we're going to be joined by Bradley County Board of Education Chairwoman Amanda Lee. She is coming up next. Stand by.
Come build something amazing.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Remember Me Senior Care is Cleveland's first assisted living and memory care neighborhood. They specialize in assisted living for those who are still active with a community of indoor and outdoor activities. They also provide memory care living for those who are facing life with dementia. Learn more online at remembermesc.com or call their office and set up an in-person visit at 423-473-3140. Remember Me Senior Care, a culture of care your loved one deserves.
Mix Mornings on Mix TV is Southeast Tennessee's best way to stay informed about local news, sports, weather, and community events, as well as traffic conditions. Plus, you'll never miss a minute of the latest whimsical banter and rants by the one and only Steve Hartline. Who wrote this promo? Never miss a minute. Mix Mornings on mixtv.tv. Weekdays 7 to 9. mixtv.tv. I'm going to find out who wrote this.
Jerome Powell is focused at reducing inflation, and in order to reduce inflation, interest rates need to go up to slow the economy down enough to slow spending and bring prices down. Now, it's going to be a balancing act for sure. He's got a lot of criticism, but it's been done in the past. Paul Volcker back in the early 80s. Now, you and I, Steve, were playing with our Star Wars toys back then. We weren't worried about interest rates, but he had a pretty tall task to reduce inflation back in the early 80s, was successful at it, brought about a big economic boom in the 80s and the 90s. So we're hopeful that we bring inflation down. The economy will continue to do well.
All right, so how did the markets respond yesterday?
Not well. The markets didn't like it. Of course, they don't like raising interest rates. It brings competition to stocks. The Dow was down 530 points to close at 32,030. The S&P down 65 to close at 3,937, and the NASDAQ off 190 points. All this right after Jerome Powell's talk, down to 11,670. So markets responded lower, which they will. We'll work through this. The interest rates are about where they should be, actually. They've been down artificially low for over a decade, and so we're just getting back to where we probably should be, although it's just happening very quickly. So that's creating some shock in the markets, but we'll get through it, Steve. Back to you guys.
Yes, sir. Bobby Ludwig, your Edward Jones financial advisor. How can people reach out to you?
Give us a call for all your investment, retirement, and life insurance needs, especially if you're in retirement or getting close to retirement. Let's talk 473-2215. Again, that's 473-2215, or stop by and see me at 2060 North Dakota, right by the old Liner gas station.
All right, Bobby, thanks. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bridget, let's get a check of our Simmons Bank celebration list. What's happening?
Okay, happy birthday to Shay Lee today. That is from her sister Shara, who was sure to mention that Shay is the older sister. Brody Dempsey is celebrating today. The birthday wish says he is the best son ever. Larry and Pam Kaysen, they're celebrating their 27th wedding anniversary today. And then this one just called in. Salem Bruel is in 7 years old today, and that is from her Nana. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the Volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the HHM text line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank Celebration List at Simmons Bank. They are with you every step of the way. Erlanger East Hospital is home to the region's most trusted women's services with specialists.
It's the Hardee's Star Deal Combo. Get a Hardee's Charbroiled Double Cheeseburger, crispy 3-piece hand-breaded chicken tenders, or original hot ham and cheese with a small fry and drink for just $5.99. My Rewards members get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
I'm looking forward to the evening. I'm looking forward to the night. When you want the best buys, the time is right. Time to sleep with the mermaid tonight. Mermaid Mattress Factory and Showroom.
Good morning. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol Report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. It's here, the annual Don Ledford March Mania event at their pre-owned automotive center in Cleveland. They have over 70 quality pre-owned vehicles available for you to choose from right now with new arrivals daily. So visit their showroom on North Lee Highway and Don Ledford in Cleveland, where they say yes. We are seeing a bit of a slowdown I-75 southbound just past exit 20. Traffic is moving in that area, but a little slow this time of the morning. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call, the Volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499, or text us at that same number on the HHM text line. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
This traffic report is brought to you by L&B Appliance, your one-stop appliance shop, locally owned and operated. Durkee Road at Highway 64 in Cleveland, 423-339-3231.
Serenity Funeral Homes. Convenient.
Mix 1041 and Honda Cleveland are giving one deserving firefighter in our area a chance to win a 2023 Honda Civic. Nominate your favorite firefighter today at mymix1041.com.
Bender Realty is helping to keep the community thriving during this pandemic by offering no-contact online tools for buyers and sellers in the real estate market.
Especially in this day and time with COVID, it makes a lot of the buyers are not wanting to get out and walk into someone else's home, and even sellers may not want people in their home. We can actually do a virtual tour with our phones and send it to our clients.
Walk through a property without having to actually be there and see all the intricacies of the property and the things that they may or may not want.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty, 472-2173, bender-realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
Time where private label brands are becoming more popular because of inflation, it's time to consider choosing your next mattress direct from the factory at locally owned and manufactured Mermaid Mattress, where you'll get a better mattress at a better price, guaranteed.
For today, sunny skies, a high of 79 and a low of 59 this evening. For tomorrow, cloudy skies early in the day, partly cloudy later in the afternoon, a high of 80. We'll have thunder showers late tomorrow evening. A few of those storms may be severe overnight tomorrow night with a low of 61. And then on Saturday, rain showers during the morning, and then we'll have sunny skies for the afternoon with a high of 78. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 48 degrees.
This weather forecast is brought to you by the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry, Drs. Ken and Brian Beard. Call them at 423-476-6541 or visit centerforcosmeticdentistry.com.
That's a busy time frame coming up here. We're going to be joined in just a moment by the chairwoman of the Bradley County Board of Education, Amanda Lee. Also, we're going to be joined by our longtime friend, Dr. Perry Stone. Perry will be in. Perry's got a new book that he's written, and it sounds great and looks great. So, have you seen him yet? You said he's out in the Eller Noynes green room?
He's here, yes.
What's he wearing?
I didn't really pay attention.
Well, you know, last time I saw Perry came to the Empty Stocking when he was wearing a North Carolina shirt.
Oh, no, I think he's got a blazer on.
So something else. So anyway, and I noticed he probably had a burning ceremony for that because they didn't make the tournament. So anyway, now we're going to talk with Perry Stone coming up. Plus, we got a lot more coming up in the 8 a.m. hour. Stand by. This is Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can.
We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
We're all picking.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland studios, this is Talk 1013 The Buzz, WCLE, HD2 and 1013 FM, W267BI Cleveland.
Decide if Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg's case that a $130,000 hush money payment to Daniels was a crime and warrants a first-ever indictment of a former president. Any deliberation and vote will be done secretly and would only be revealed after an arrest and in court. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
2 people are hurt. There's building damage from a tornado in Southern California.
The National Weather Service confirms there was a tornado in Montebello, a city east of Los Angeles. Videos show a funnel cloud with debris swirling through the air. Tornadoes that affect this area tend to spin up too rapidly to detect or warn for.
Fox's Kristen Goodwin. 11 buildings are deemed too damaged to be safe. It's the strongest tornado in LA County in 40 years. America's listening to Fox News.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. All right, good morning, everyone. You are listening to Mix 1041. We're also on Talk 1013 The Buzz and on MixTV.tv. As part of our local and state newscast on the hour, we are now joined by the chairwoman of the Bradley County Board of Education, Amanda Lee. Good morning, Amanda.
Good morning, Steve. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I am good. Just got the kids off to school and headed to the office.
I tell you, there's a lot of people that can sympathize with that this morning or know how you feel. All right. Well, listen, Amanda, we wanted to have you on this morning just to get your take on the recent developments. Of course, Bradley County Schools Director Dr. Linda Cash applied for the Sumner County Director of Schools position. But the Sumner County Board of Education on Tuesday night denied her the opportunity to interview. But just from an overall perspective, Amanda, just what's your reaction to all of this?
Well, first of all, I will certainly say that, you know, it's their loss and our gain, in my opinion. I think, you know, anyone who truly knows Dr. Cash, you know, you quickly learn 2 things about her. Number one is that she's extremely hardworking and she's driven. But the second thing, and of course the most important of all, is that she is all about kids. And, you know, that's what we want in a director, is someone that puts that first and foremost, in every decision that she makes is centered around what type of impact that's going to have on kids. And, you know, she's of course a visionary person. If it weren't for her being a visionary person, we wouldn't have the Pie Center today. So, you know, when I think about that, and you think about her goal has and always will be to impact as many students as she possibly can. And so I don't think anyone can fault her for having that type of heart. So, you know, we are definitely glad. You know, I never like to speak on behalf of anyone because, you know, I always try to speak on my own behalf. But, you know, I am very glad that she's here. I know that she is happy to be here. Sometimes I think that things get misconstrued, you know, that because she applied somewhere else that she doesn't love Bradley County. You know, she loves Bradley County, and she loves the people in Bradley County. And she's happy to be here, and we're just, you know, going to keep moving forward. And doing great things in Bradley County. I mean, we have the best group of teachers in leadership. I mean, I cannot say enough about them, and that's because of her leadership. So, Bradley County is in a great place.
We're joined by Amanda Lee. She is the chairwoman of the Bradley County Board of Education, and you touched on it a little bit right there. And I want to go to kind of hit that comment a little bit here and get your take on this. So, what do you say to those people that are out there that say, you know what, Dr. Cash has now applied for 2 jobs in a year? And so that concern that we're hearing or something like, what do you say to those people this morning who may and I'm sure have mentioned that to you?
Well, I think that Steve, it's always easy to make assumptions or to form opinions with a small piece of the puzzle. It's kind of like my husband coaches baseball, and I'm always in the stands, like saying, why didn't you do this, or why didn't you do it this way, But, it's easy to be a sideline coach when you're not actually, in the middle of the game. You know what I mean? So I think that, it's easy to say, and it's easy to form an opinion that, because she had applied, she doesn't want to be here. That's not the case at all. I mean, when you have the ability to do what she has done here in Bradley County, and, sometimes we have to take the emotions and feelings out of it. That's my job as, a school board member. And if we base things solely on what she has done in Bradley County, she came here at a time when our district was in a little bit of turmoil. And she mended those fences, so to speak, and brought our district back together. And from there, she has academic achievement. She has formed the greatest leadership and put great people in place. And, I mean, here we are. We have the Pie Center. I mean, no one in the state of Tennessee has done something that is going to impact students the way that the Pie Center is going to impact students. And the thing about the Pie Center is it didn't fit into, like, the model education that the state has. And I don't know how many times that we went with this vision and we got knocked down, but that did not stop her because she knew that was best for kids. And to get that buy-in from your staff the way she did, because listen, it is a lot more work, and then to get the buy-in from the county commissioners to say, because they had to stick their necks out for her because, they had to provide that funding to getting the community leaders and the community support that she did. I think that is a truly exceptional leader. And when you base it on the job that we have hired her to do, I don't think we could go and find any other director better than what we have right now.
We're joined by Amanda Lee. She is the chairwoman of the Bradley County Board of Education. Just a couple of more questions, Amanda. I really appreciate you joining us. Dr. Cash released a statement to the public, to the Bradley County school system, also to us here, following the Sumner County decision not to have her be interviewed. In her statement, she alluded to the fact that, as she said, quote, with joy, she will continue in the role serving Bradley County. I'm paraphrasing a little bit here, but serving Bradley County schools as your director, as the director. As far as her communication, and I understand that you can tell us her communication with the Board of Education, her communication with you. What are you gathering from Dr. Cash going forward? Again, I understand what you can share with us here this morning.
I'm not sure that I'm following your question.
Well, what I'm asking is, as much as you can share with us, what has Dr. Cash told the Board of Education following the fact that she obviously will not be interviewed for the Sumner County position?
She has always, she's a very, she tries to do everything she does with prayer, and sometimes, we don't always understand what God has planned for us in life. And sometimes, we go through things, for a reason, and the reason she may have applied for that job may have not been to get the job. It may have been, to bring light to other things, per se, in Sumner County or wherever, But I think that, based on the conversations that I have had with Dr. Cash, she is excited to continue to move forward. Bradley County holds a very special place in her heart. She has said this is where she has grown the most, and it's because of the people that have surrounded her.
Well, Amanda Lee is the chairwoman of the Bradley County Board of Education. Amanda, I really appreciate you taking time to speak with us this morning on what we know is a very important issue, and I can't thank you enough for joining us this morning.
You're very welcome.
And I'll see you tomorrow at the big celebration for the Bearettes. How about that?
All right. You're exactly right.
All right. See you tomorrow. Thanks, Amanda. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now. Amanda Lee is the board chair of the Bradley County Board of Education at 12 after the hour. Now, that is serving as our local and state news for this hour. There is a lot more news this morning. You can go to mymix1041.com and see it all there. And, of course, mixtv.tv. News brought to you in part by Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance. By the way, we wish he would interview somewhere else and get out of Cleveland, but what?
No, we don't.
Sadly, he was turned down at every stop. Thank you. Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance, 2334 Keith Street, Cleveland. Call 423-339-8777. All right, Bridget, let's get a check of the streets here. What's up?
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. It's here, the Don Ledford Buick GMC Truck Annual March Mania event, and they are saying yes to low interest rates and 90 days until your first payment. Visit their showroom on North Lee Highway. And
it'd be nice if you start doing this program sober. I mean, you've been stumbling around here all morning.
I can't.
Okay,
well, got to get through somehow. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. We are still seeing a bit of a slowdown. I-75 southbound just past exit 20. Traffic is still moving, but slowing down there just a little bit. We'll keep you up to date on that. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the HHM text line. This traffic report is brought to you by the Cleveland Family YMCA. The YMCA's after-school program is a safe place for children to play, learn, and grow when out of school. Find out more at YMCAChattanooga.org. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
Now, Bridget, today is National Puppy Day. I know our friends at Paws and Claws are celebrating with us.
That's right. They are giving away a free day of doggy daycare in honor of National Puppy Day. So we appreciate that from Paws and Claws.
So what do people need to do on that? I guess go on our social mediums. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah. Go to our Mix 1041 Facebook page and then send us a picture of your puppy, and you'll be entered to win that prize package.
That's Mix 1041 WCLE on Facebook. Coming up, a longtime friend, Dr. Perry Stone, in just a few moments.
Direct Primary Care Associates, your place for health care. Fast access and on-time visits with no deductibles and no copays. The one-on-one time with a member of the talented staff makes going to the doctor a better experience. Direct Primary Care Associates offers telemedicine services and can do all routine labs. Check out all the ways Direct Primary Care Associates can help you and your family at directpca.com or call them at 650-4831. Direct Primary Care Associate. It's not insurance, it's health care.
"20 years later, we've grown in many ways, but never out of that same customer-first heart to serve. Doing the right thing simply because it's right will earn your business the right way every day, every year, offering permanent steel roofing and siding at competitive prices, keeping promises, staying on time for both deliveries and pickups, making things right when we come up short. Partners like you are the reason Best Buy Metals exists."
Thank you for the opportunity to serve you.
Come see us!
Hey listeners, there's a new Buzz Tuesdays at noon, the voice of we the people. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
Morning, everybody. My name is Doug Vierthal, General Manager, Cleveland Ford. As you can see, the long-awaited construction build has begun. We are definitely, so everybody knows in the community, expanding to support and to service the community. When you pull in, it looks a little bit confusing. We are open during business. Everybody should know that we have a bunch of new Fords in inventory. We have Broncos, we have F-150s, as well as a bunch of orders coming in weekly and monthly. If you need anything, you can reach me. My name is Doug Vierthaler. Look forward to talking to y'all soon.
17 after 8 a.m. Mix 1041, MixTV.tv. Roger Pickett, Mermaid Mattress Weather Center. 2 locations serving Cleveland. Hey, is that a typo on Local 3? Why does it say 56 on Thursday? Hey, Fruit Loops, did you do that on purpose? That's not
no, that come from their website.
That's not accurate.
It's not.
Well, it's going to be like 80 today. Yeah, so there's something wrong with the local.
Your forecast from Bridget again.
That's fine. I mean, you know, I know you've got to deal with Local 3, but they've got the wrong forecast up there.
Yeah, that's actually what their site says, but yeah, that is incorrect.
Could be operator error.
It's already 50 right now.
I mean, it's 50 now, and it's not going to rain today. So I don't know what. Paul Barris leaves, wheels come off. How about that? Of course, he's endorsing everything that'll stand still in Chattanooga now. But whatever, I love him, but come on.
Save $300 on select Stearns & Foster mattresses at Mermaid Mattress, and you'll receive a free bed pack including sheets, pillows, and a comforter, but only at Mermaid Mattress.
For today, we'll have sunny skies, a high of 79 and a low of 59 this evening. For tomorrow, we'll have cloudy skies early in the day, partly cloudy later in the afternoon, a high of 80 and a low of 61 tomorrow evening. We'll have a chance of thunderstorms late tomorrow night, and a few of those could be severe overnight, a low of 61. For Saturday, we'll have rain showers during the morning and then sunny skies by afternoon with a high of 78. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 49 degrees.
Well, good morning, everybody. 19 after 8 o'clock, and our longtime friend, Dr. Perry, still Stone.
Old-time friend. What's up?
Notice you're not wearing your North Carolina shirt this time.
Well, you know what? I decided to wear this color because I thought it was going to be cold outside. How you guys been, man?
We're doing great. How are you doing?
Doing wonderful. We're just real busy. But I wanted to share something with the community because we've not made this public except through our ministry. When COVID hit, and I'm going to really abbreviate this because it's a longer story, I started realizing how many kids were depressed and parents were depressed and kids were locked in the room. And we get a lot of letters about parents and grandparents that say our kids have nothing to do with us. We can't get them out of their room. We can't get them outdoors when we want to do something. And so I had an idea, and I started working on this. And it took 2.5 years to finish it. I had to contact businessmen in Israel, businessmen that we knew, to assist me with it. But we're happy to announce that we have developed the very first Christian-based treasure hunt in the history of probably the United States. There's been treasure hunts. So here, let me show the people. And if you're watching, you can see it. Of course, those of you not watching will have to use your imagination. This is a rectangular book. It's 158 pages. It's full color. It has pictures, drawings, and charts. Beautiful. This is a fictitious story of me sending my daughter out to look for a key that is hidden in one of 4 states in the Appalachian mountain chain. Wow. The fact is, I hid a key in one of the 4 states in the Appalachian mountain chain. This book does not tell you where it is, but it has the clues to tell you how to solve the location of where it is. If you can find the key and present it to me here in Cleveland with what it's in and a note that's with it, and it's authentic, and I'm the only one that knows what the key looks like and all that. I'm the only person. In fact, I'm the only person that knows where it's hid. Nobody in my family knows. My daughter has no clue, even though I used her in the book.
Does Charlie know?
No.
So I can't.
You can't
bribe Charlie.
No, there's no way.
Now Charlie can't be bribed.
Sure, I know it. That's why I didn't tell Charlie.
Okay, don't tell Charlie.
No. So nobody on staff knows. In fact, people that got the book are calling, trying to get, kind of bait the secretaries. Well, I think it's here. They have no idea. I'm the only one that knows. But here's what's cool. It's valued at $500,000.
Lord have mercy.
Now, if you're watching me, and I know you can't see these, this is one tray of the winner. If you can bring the key, those are sapphire and diamond earrings that are valued at $8,000. Those are emerald earrings valued at $8,000. That is a tanzanite ring. In fact, 2 of these rings happen to belong to my wife. And so she has been blessed so much with jewelry for 40 years of being married to me that she can't wear it all. So she said she would put some in the hunt.
So she knew about it. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
but she doesn't know where it is. So this, I think, and look, let me just show you the back. This is actually some of the items. We have one coin from Israel that's a shekel, a temple shekel, that's valued at $18,000. We have a emperor coin. Look at all this stuff. You get ball cards. There's Tua, Mac Jones. Those are sports cards. And I'm going through the book if you're wondering on the radio. These are pictures in the back. And look, you get 50 trays of Alexander the Great coins, 50 Widows' mites, 50 silver emperor coins. This is all from history. These are all historic. So what we did, we went through the internet, we talked to the shopkeepers, because obviously in a shop there's Israeli tax plus a markup. And we said, what is the extra cost? And we actually have over 500 items. None of them are not valuable. I have gold coins from America, platinum coins from America, silver coins from America. So actually I've bankrupted myself. No, not really. Now, nothing from the book goes to me. This is not a Perry Stone project. This goes to our 7-point outreaches. We just purchased a Walmart that was in West Virginia, happens to be where my dad is from, and we remodeled it and paid for it, and now a church is in there feeding the poor.
Wow.
And meeting.
That's wonderful.
The pastor started with 7, now he has 80 people. That's the kind of stuff we're doing. We just gave yesterday, and I can't name the country because this man is now under a death threat from ISIS, but we just purchased a house for a minister to start a 24-hour prayer meeting to train young people who are being saved in a certain part of the country, and we purchased a van for him. That's what we use the money for, so people will know. So,
wow.
Isn't that neat?
This is incredible.
But let me just show you, here's pictures, and the pictures can be clues. I'll let people know that. That is a clue, by the way. Okay. And so it's got color pictures in it. It's got, but again, the storyline, it took me, there's a poem in it that's 32 lines. It took me 2.5 years to perfect the poem. No joke. 2.5 years. So I didn't work on it all the time, but I was under a lot of stress. COVID just messed everything up. I was physically, by a doctor, told, the doctor told me in California, he said, you're going to die in 3 years if you don't get out of stress or get better. And I'm still having, my glucose is still like this, but that's another story. So it took me a lot of time to do this. And so people in town, and if you're listening by radio, all you have to do to get the book is $35, and of course it costs me a lot to print this. If I told you what it cost, you wouldn't believe it. It's like, I was thinking, oh my goodness, what am I doing here? But it's $35, and it goes into our ministry, Voice of Evangelism. Again, I don't get commission, I don't get nothing from this book, even though I wrote it in 2.5 years. It's called The Treasure, the Appalachian Chain Treasure Hunt. So if you call our office at Voice of Evangelism, you can get a book that way. Or you go to perrystone.org, and all of you that's listening, when you're, whenever today, tomorrow, perrystone.org, you can order it there if you live in Cleveland. Now, we don't need everybody trying to rush the office because some of our workers are out, but we keep our front door locked for security purposes. But if you're coming to get the book, you can let them know, and you can get it from our office. Now, there is a disclaimer here. The only people who absolutely cannot participate, and I have, believe it or not, I have 4 lawyers in different parts of the country, use different lawyers for different things. We filed this with our attorneys that anyone who's ever worked for me, since the beginning of the ministry, cannot participate in the hunt, period. And that's only fair because if somebody won, they would think that they had either inside information or you gave them a clue, so we can't do it. Now, both you guys can, for example. You know me, but you're not connected to the ministry or me in any way. Yeah. But this is going to be a lot of fun. I'll tell you where I've got some of the comments we've got. Unbelievable. A grandmother called. This almost makes me cry. The older you get, you cry more. I don't know why. This grandmother said, I have a 7-year-old granddaughter who just had nothing to do with me. So I told her about the treasure hunt. She says, Nana, would you order that? And she says, my granddaughter every day is wanting to run to the house and sit down with me.
That's wonderful.
And you could tell she was like, thank you just for the fact that my granddaughter's now spending time with me. I've had family members tell me that their kids who did nothing but stay in their room are out of their room, and they can't wait to get home from school. Dad, get the laptop on, get the book out. We got to read another chapter. And they're taking notes. And parents are telling me, Perry, this is one of the greatest things that we've ever seen because it's Christian-based. There's stories about church and scriptures in here. It's and this is what we're hoping, and Pam has said the same thing. I mean, you're talking about, and someone asked me, and this is a very good question. They said, why don't you just give this to the poor? And the answer is, the money from it is going to the poor. Yeah. So in other words, we've been supporting the poor. You know this. We support your Christmas fund. We have been supporting for poor ministry. When I say poor ministries, let me rephrase that. Ministry that assists the poor from the beginning. Millions of dollars.
How many years now? When you say the beginning, for those who are new to the area, how long have you been doing this?
A ministry,
40 years?
40, no, I've been preaching 46 years.
46 years.
VOE has been in existence since I was 18 years of age, and I don't even know how long that's been. that's back when Noah built the ark, I believe, somewhere back in that time. But I have been helping people, as you know. We've just spent hundreds of thousands of dollars helping poor people recently. So in other words, people said, why don't you sell everything, give it to the poor? That's what Judas said. Remember when the woman broke the ointment over Jesus' feet? The fact is that if you took this to a jeweler, he's not going to give you what it's worth. He'll give you, because he has to make money. But a person can keep these, sell these. But this is an inheritance for someone to give their family the rest of their life. It is incredible. And honestly, I'm not attached to things, but there was a couple of those things I said, Really?
Well, I see some of those Alabama cards in there, too.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I got graded cards.
Barry Stone joining us.
Yeah, I got graded cards. I got Tua, Mac Jones, Michael Jordan, 1989 card. Shirley Temple. I got a Shirley Temple card in here. Pierce Morgan. I think that's Pierce Morgan. I can't read all the names. Yeah. Brooks Robinson. Tim Tebow. That may be Tim Tebow's autograph. A Joe Montana card. A Babe Ruth card with a piece of a bat.
My Lord.
So I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know what the cards are worth. And there's a card with 4 bats. There's a Terrell Davis rookie card numbered, and they're all graded. So the grades are different. You know, the grades are averaging about 9, some of them 8.5, 9. So there's one 9.5. So a graded card is what people want. And these are Morgan silver dollars. Wow. From the 1800s, early 1900s. Those are silver bars, silver rounds. Those are silver dollars. Look at those. There's a whole bunch of silver rounds. This is cool. These are oil lamps from northern Africa and from the Roman time. Those are spears and daggers from the Roman period. So that's very historic, and those are found in excavations. This happens to be one of my wife's bracelets. It's rubies and diamonds, and this was actually given to her years ago from a friend of hers. And I mean, it's just a lot of
unbelievable,
but it's fun. I'm going to tell you something. It is really, and I have some people that said, "Look, I'm 80 years old. I don't know if I can travel there." You know, it starts here in town, and it goes in that direction toward the Smoky Mountains and into the Appalachian Mountains. In other words, the stories are all actually they're stories from the Smoky Mountains, Tennessee.
What 4 states are we talking about?
Okay, we're talking about this part of Tennessee all the way toward the border. We're talking about from Virginia, southwestern Virginia, up to the Blue Ridge Mountains toward northern Virginia. We're talking about the edge of what we call gotta get this right. Eastern Kentucky. Yep. So all that Eastern Kentucky area and the entire state of West Virginia, of course, is in the Appalachian Mountains.
Wow.
So those four
somewhere in there.
It's somewhere in there. And pardon me. It is a key. It's and no one knows what it looks like but me. Special key. There is a note in there, and I'm not going to tell you what it's in. It'd be too much of a clue. But you're not going to be able to use a metal detector, and you're not going to be able to stumble across it. You have to find the spot.
Wow.
I will also say, somebody says, do you mean I got to travel all over? No. 70%, and I'm estimating here, if you use the internet maps in the book, 70 to 80% can be solved from your home.
Whoa, okay.
And if you've been at the location, you probably have an edge. And I'm not saying where the location is, but if you've ever visited that area, passed through that area, whatever, you might have a little bit of an edge. But now some people are already assuming.
I know, yeah.
They're already saying, well, I know Perry's story and I know his history. Yeah. So I thought like them before I did this.
Okay.
Because I'm the kind of guy that says if everybody's assuming, I will go opposite of the assumption.
Yep.
So that's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
So anybody that wants the book, again.
How do they get the book? Because now you got everybody. Everybody's into this stuff.
Okay. If you like, even if you don't like treasure hunts, you'll like reading the book. My wife said, Perry, did you really write this? She said, it's like a novel. I said, I didn't know I could write that way. I really didn't. It was just, I really think the Lord helped me, in my mind, clearing my mind, getting my mind away from COVID and not being able to minister and all those kind of things. So here's how you get the book, perrystone.org. You can do that right now. You can order it right now. Now, it takes a couple days, of course, to get the order fulfilled and get it to you, but we'll send it by mail, especially if you're in the area, you should get it pretty fast. If you really want to get it fast, our office is on Michigan Avenue, Voice of Evangelism. You can't miss it right there. Again, we keep the front door locked only for orders and so on. But I'm sorry, UPS. But you can tell them you want a copy of the book, and we have secretaries there in the lobby that will bring you in. And again, the money from the book, $35, and if you see it, it's all full color, and it's rectangle. It's rectangular. So it's a very expensive book. Let me just say it that way. I paid the bill and I said, have I lost my mind? But you can get one that way, but you can call our office. You can also call our office and order. So if you're outside of, you say, well, I don't know how to, and there are people that say, I don't use a computer much. Yeah. So let me just give you my address. Everybody, phone number, address. Everybody knows 423's area code, but it's real easy. 478 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, well.
How easy is that,
make it
man?
easy for Charlie.
Yeah, yes. Charlie did that because he wanted to be able to tell it to people. 4, 7, 8, 3, 4, 5, 6. And all you have to ask for is Perry's treasure book. Okay? 4, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I do think that it would be interesting since and I'm going to give a clue.
Yeah, hang on.
You have to start the hunt from Cleveland.
Wow.
So in other words, when you read the book, remember Cleveland is the starting point in the book and is literally the starting point. So you from Cleveland need to get these books. I've printed 35,000 copies. We've sold thousands already. But, it's one of those things that kind of the earlier you get in, it might be better. I'll give you my opinion. I believe that someone who is very sharp, who likes mysteries, and I think everybody likes mysteries. Yep. If you will take your time and use use the internet, use maps and so on, I believe that it can be solved by late summer.
Okay,
I'm going to keep it going 2 years.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to keep it going from February to this next February to the next. If it's not found, my daughter, she said, Dad, you got to tell me. I said, I'm not telling you. You run your mouth. You'll get with your friends and you're not going to know where it is. So she said, let me read the book. I said, no, I don't want you to read the book. Because I don't even think she could figure it out just by reading. You got to research. So, and I'm not saying she can't do it, but we don't want her doing it. Okay, so nobody's allowed to read it. Even my staff hasn't read it, to my knowledge. So here's the deal. If by end of February, 2 years from this February, it's not found, this will be a blast. I'm taking a video crew. I'm starting here, and I'm going into the book, and every clue in the book will be revealed till I get to the spot, and we'll pull it out. And then we're going to put it maybe on the History Channel.
Oh my goodness! So this
now,
is
I'm saying maybe
project.
Because I'm not saying they've told me that. I'm saying we have contacts that said that we might be able to do that.
Okay, and it won't be like Geraldo when he went down or whatever. It won't be that.
Blew up.
Because you know where this is.
Yeah, that's right.
Joined by Perry Stone. Fascinating concept and a wonderful book that he's written. And as you said, you wrote it took you 2.5 years. But this is a 2-year project. Here's what I would ask you. Will you just keep us updated?
I will. I sure will.
Especially
I'll tell you what, and if I have a clue, I've talked about in 6 months releasing another clue. If I do that, I'll do it here first.
Please.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Please.
And also, let me just mention, next month is our prophetic summit. So at the end of April, if the town gets covered with cars, please don't get mad at me. We are bringing income to Cleveland. That's what you've got to say to yourself. We got Jimmy Evans, Jonathan Kahn, Lance Wallnow, me, Bill Cloud. I mean, who else? I'm leaving somebody out. Oh, Mark Bills, biggest one we've ever had, largest registration we've ever had in history. April, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the last of April. But it's booked out. It's booked out right now. Yeah, it is booked out right now. But, we have people on standby. But look, it took, when you work on something 2.5 years and you finally get to release it, I came back and sat down and I said, did I really go do that? Because I wrote it, then I hit it.
Oh. You wrote it, then you hit it.
And I'm not I'm not going to give any more clues on that part because I could say too much. And my wife said to me, she said, you'll not be able to keep your mouth shut. The whole time I'm writing it. No, the whole time I'm writing it, she says, you love telling things and you will not. And so help me, I was able to do it. And she could not believe it. And she says, you're going to talk about it and say too much. I said, no, I'm not, because I purposely don't want to say too much. So you can kind of, but isn't that neat? This is wonderful. Can you see those rings though? This is just one tray.
So that's
this is, look, that's a tanzanite. You know how much a tanzanite costs?
No, I don't.
Probably about $4,000 or $5,000. Just the tanzanite. That's a sapphire diamond ring. And these rings are like rings that you would see like in a very upgraded, expensive store.
Oh, sure.
And if the women could only see this, the women and all the young ladies would be. You will never need a husband to get married and get you jewelry if you find this. He will love you the rest of your life because he'll never have to buy you anything as long as you live. As long as you live, he'll never have to buy you anything. Isn't that fun, though?
That's wonderful. I love this.
And I like it because we do prophetic teaching, we do all teaching, and you can get bogged down with life and cares and what's going to happen, and sometimes on the edge of fear, like, oh, could this really happen? And this takes your mind, it did me, away from everything into another world, another zone. And the thing is, it's not like a fantasy. You know, you see some movies, that's a great movie, but it wasn't true. The stories in here are true. So in other words, I used true stories. Oh, okay. Okay, so it's not all just making up something. But my little daughter, I hope they don't. She's in Alabama at a school. She says, Dad, they're hearing about it down here, and they're all coming to me. And I said, that's why you know nothing. That's why I'm telling you nothing. Because listen, you know, all it takes is some really charming, good-looking, tall young guy. Amanda, my sweet, my darling, I love you, Amanda. Hey, man, let's talk about your dad. And she'll just be melting like butter. So, because she's such a gentle soul. But I wanted to announce this on your radio because this has just come out, by the way. This has not been out long. Okay. Only a few weeks. So everybody listening, perrystone.org, or you can go by the office, and the office is on Michigan Avenue. But please just let them know that you want to purchase the book because the doors are usually locked there. We did that for security reasons. And so, or you can call the number if you're in Chattanooga. How far does the program get out?
We get out at least to this parking lot. And then,
that's great.
No, we got about a 10-county area all over
10
Southeast
counties.
Tennessee.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
well, if you're outside of Cleveland and you want to...
area code is good.
Oh, yeah. You can order it. Yeah, and give them a couple of days because they have to process it.
I love your number, 478-3456.
Man, how easy is that?
Even Austin Chadwick can remember that. When I know you know Austin, so even he...
So can Jimmy Logan.
James F. Logan.
Yeah, Logan. Hey, you're listening to Logan. Logan needs to get a book. He thinks he's very smart, and he is. I'm teasing him. Okay, please.
Well, I don't want
to get one of my attorneys upset with me. Okay, so, but anyway, if you're not a part of if you've not been hired by the ministry, if you've been hired by the ministry and you work or don't work there, you're void. You can't do it.
Get out.
But if you have never worked in our ministry, doesn't matter if you've been to our meetings, doesn't matter if you know us in the area. I've heard Perry preach 100 times. That does not matter. You can participate. We do limit like 2 per family, though. Okay. And that's the reason why, because we don't. I really don't want to run out and have to reprint. I'm just being very honest with you. Did you know there was a paper shortage? This was supposed to have been done in November, and we didn't get to do it till February because of a paper shortage.
I didn't know it.
There was that kind of a paper shortage. Isn't that something?
If you're watching on mixtv.tv, you're seeing, yeah, there it is, the treasure.
Look at that.
That's your buddy Austin Chadwick doing that.
Yeah, way to go. He's got some other advertisements
right on your website there.
Yeah. Oh, look at there's the Israel tour coming up. What about that?
It's worth $500,000.
That's and it really is. In other words, if you take these, if you were to, and we did it. I have a list. The winner gets a list and what the value is. Now, I will say this. We don't pay the taxes to the winner, and you cannot exchange it. Like, you can't come to me and say, hey, would you like to buy this back? Because that you get it all, right?
That's it.
And so if there's any tax, they're required to file for that and so on. But I will tell you, if you could see the whole, I tell you what you could do. Here's what people could do. Go to my Perry Stone YouTube channel and look up Appalachian. I did a video where you can see everything. Okay. So Perry Stone. I don't even know what I'm doing here.
Just on YouTube.
Perry Stone YouTube. There he is. Appalachian Treasure Hunt, and it'll have a picture. That picture that he had just now will be on there. And I show a table, and of course we keep this in vaults under security at a certain place. So it's not just like anybody coming up and say, hey, let me have your treasure. Because everybody in my office packs, okay? So don't try to do something stupid. I should not have said that. I'll leave that alone.
We'll edit that out.
Yeah, we'll edit that for sure.
We'll edit that out.
But anyway, so it's in a secure location and so on.
This is so much fun, though.
Isn't that neat?
And I love the part that you mentioned at the beginning about, hey, you take the book, it's family time, you get the kids out of their
here, let me tell you how families are doing this. They got their notepads out, right? And they got their markers and everything. And let me tell you how to do the hunt. I'm going to give you some advice. Okay. Read the book once, very slow. In other words, don't look for clues the first time you read it.
That's not trouble for Bridget and I. We'll read it very slow.
All right? Read it slow and read it out loud. And all your kids are there. Read it like you're telling your kids a story. And don't even ask questions. And let's say, okay, chapter 2, title, let's read this. Read that. Then go back and make notes the second time. So in other words, and it's really important, first thing, I tell people this on our YouTube channel, read the rules first. Because there are rules like, don't take risk. If you're going out in the woods, remember, the woods, Appalachian Mountains has reptiles there, so don't do something crazy. And that we're not responsible for anybody, saying, well, I went on the hunt, didn't find it. Can I get a reimbursement? No. You do this on your own, just like if you would take a vacation. Sure. So everybody pays their own expenses. So I want them to read the rules first, and I read it to the whole family, and then go at it. And I got people calling. I think it's his so-and-so. Hey, brother, that's Brother Perry. Brother Perry's not going to tell you nothing. Okay.
Now, if you do find a reptile, take it to Gary Sears, and he can use it on a Sunday night out at Mount Olive. That's her church.
That's so funny. Hey, Gary's on my board. Did you know that? He is. I'm going to just say something. Gary Sears is one of the greatest men I've ever met in my life.
Absolutely.
He is so sincere, so humble, very sharp, dealing with issues and dealing with situations in people's life. And, he was sick a while back, and I am so glad he's still there because he's known me since I was 18. Way back.
Well,
so
Perry, we're gonna go to the website.
Yes, sir.
Tell it again.
Okay. perrystone.org. If you are home at a laptop, do it now. Now, if you're working, work. Don't start. I tell my workers, get off the website. Come on, you got to work. I'm paying you to work. But write down the information. Write down the information, and again, perrystone.org or 423 area code 478-3456, and just tell. Now, if you don't get if nobody answers, it's because the phone lines are busy. Okay, so keep calling back. Or you can, and I don't want 100 people to come by the office because we couldn't handle that. But if the next week or so, Voice of Evangelism on Michigan, I'm talking fact. Slow down. Voice of Evangelism on Michigan Avenue. You can come by now. The front door will be locked, but there's a speaker there. And if you say, "I'd like to order the book," okay, March. Oh, I thought of something. What's the last Sunday of March? I need to say this real quick.
26. That'd be about the.
Okay, last Sunday of March at ISO, the T.L. Lowry building, I'm preaching at 3 o'clock on the afternoon on the End Time Revival. It's a real word from the Lord. Wow. I'm going to have those books there.
Okay, good.
So if they want to come Sunday at ISO, Sunday at ISO here in Cleveland, which is ISO is the T.L. Lowry building up on the hill. Everybody knows where it is. Brother Lowry's old building.
This Sunday.
Is it this Sunday? It is this Sunday. Oh, man. I don't even know what I'm doing.
3 o'clock.
So 3 o'clock. We're going to take a bunch of these. If you want to pick yours up there, you can buy it there. And then come and hang out for the service at 3 o'clock Sunday. It's going to be a lot of fun. And by the way, thank you guys for having me. We go back a long way.
All
the way to Brother Littlefield.
My papaw.
Yeah.
And
by the way, let me say something. The pastor of the church.
Yes.
Oh, no, my mind, it slipped. Cranfield.
Yeah, yes.
This guy is amazing.
Yes.
And do you know he came up under Mark Casto and I's ministry at the Extreme?
I
didn't know that.
My mother just told me that. I didn't know
And I gave him a word from the Lord about his future years ago, and just a really nice guy. And,
he's a great
I'm glad
man.
that he's there.
Yes,
I appreciate that. Okay.
Perry, I'm glad to see you. Okay, so there you go. Get the book, folks. It's a tremendous idea. And let me go back to what Perry said earlier. All of the proceeds from the book go to minister to the poor.
That's right.
And I tell you, as my papaw would say, Brother Littlefield, and if you knew him, boy, I tell you, that's close to our family's heart.
Yes, it is.
And we love Perry. We love what he's doing. We love Charlie, Mona. Boy, Mona, she's all excited about this, too. Mona Ellis.
Yeah, but she can't participate.
I
so
know.
Just tell her to quit talking about it.
I know.
Now, Mona will bait you. Perry, do you think it might be? No, Mona, I'm not talking to you, okay?
It's perrystone.org, and we are back in just a moment.
It's the Hardee's Star Deal Combo. Get a Hardee's Charbroiled Double Cheeseburger, crispy 3-piece hand-breaded chicken tenders, or original hot ham and cheese with a small fry and drink for just $5.99. My rewards members get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, "Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza." And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, and we will overpay for your old car today. High mileage, cosmetic issues, that's okay. Rusted, busted, can't be trusted, all trade-ins are welcome. Just bring us your old car as is. Don't even wash it. You'll be shocked of how much I'm willing to pay for your old car in any condition. Come see me, John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where selling your car is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Peyton Southeastern is hiring. You have the potential to earn over $21 an hour with new progressive pay rates, a $2 night shift premium, plus you're eligible to earn a $5,000 stay bonus. Peyton's in Cleveland has open interviews every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. and then from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
At Ralph Buckner Funeral Home and Crematory, the tradition was founded by Ralph and Stella Buckner and continued by Ralph Buckner Jr. and his wife, Shari Buckner. Ralph Buckner Funeral Home and Crematory is a tradition of service. Ralph Buckner Funeral Home and Crematory, caring for Cleveland families whenever they need them. Visit ralphbuckner.com.
Mixed Mornings on Mixed TV is Southeast Tennessee's best way to stay informed about local news, sports, weather, and community events, as well as traffic conditions. Plus, you'll never miss a minute of the latest whimsical banter and rants by the one and only Steve Hartline. Who wrote this promo? Never miss a minute. Mixed Mornings on MixedTV.tv. Weekdays 7 to 9. MixedTV.tv. I'm going to find out who wrote this.
Morning. Hardee's 2 for $5 mix and match breakfast starts your day with made-from-scratch sausage and egg biscuits, biscuit and gravy, or syrupy French toast dips. Pick any two, just $5. My rewards members get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
I'm looking forward to the evening. I'm looking forward to the night. When you want the best buys, the time is right. Time to sleep with the mermaid tonight. Mermaid Mattress Factory and Showroom.
9 before 9, Roger Pickett.
Save $300 on Tempur-Pedic Luxe mattresses at Mermaid Mattress, and you'll receive a $300 bed pack including sheets, pillows, and a comforter, but only at Mermaid Mattress.
For today, we'll have partly cloudy skies, a high of 79 and a low of 59 this evening. For tomorrow, partly cloudy skies during the day, a high of 80. We'll have thunderstorms late tomorrow evening. A few of those storms may be severe overnight with a low of 61 tomorrow. And then on Saturday, cloudy skies and rain during the morning and then mostly sunny by afternoon with a high of 78. Your current Simply Baked temperature is 50 degrees.
This Mix 104.1 Weathercast is sponsored by Life Care Center of Cleveland, celebrating more than 45 years of serving the needs of the aging community. Life Care Center of Cleveland.
Our buddy Chris Young is here with Health Markets. Chris, how are you, man?
I'm doing well. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. And just to begin with, and I know you've been on several times, but we've got a lot of new people in town. Tell us about Health Markets, what you can do for people.
So we are a health brokerage firm. We represent over 200 carriers nationwide. So it's a one-stop shop for all your health, life, Medicare needs sort of thing. And right now we focus primarily on trying to get either people who have families, young families who are still trying to figure out how to do their health insurance because that's not something that gets taught in school. But also those of us who are starting to get into that point where you've got health insurance and you're starting to think about Medicare and how that plays into like your finances and stuff like that, and just frankly what Medicare covers because it's nice and confusing.
Well, it certainly is, and right here at the top, I want to get your contact information out in case folks want to get in touch with you. What do they need to do, Chris?
So you can contact me on my cell phone, so obviously call or text at 423-313-7987, or you can email me at cyoung, that's my first initial C, last name Young, at healthmarkets.com.
All right, so you've got you're just telling me off the air, a Medicare 411 class coming up, is that right?
That is correct. So April 13th, we're actually going to be over at the Hampton Inn on Frontage Road. We've rented out their meeting space there. And we're just wanting to invite some people in to take, so that way we can cover really what Medicare does and covers. And there's a lot of resources out there that people don't know about. I'm running into a lot of people who don't know that they qualify for extra help. They don't know that they qualify for all sorts of various assistance. And so it's an opportunity for people to learn really what those things are.
This is a great idea. We're joined by Chris Young with Health Markets, and so April the 13th. And what are the hours of the seminar?
So we're just doing one meeting right now. We're trying to, so it's April 13th. It's at 10 o'clock. Okay. It is limited seating. We've got about a spot for 25 people. Okay. It is a free educational event. So it's a come, learn everything, and if you don't buy anything, there's no commitment. It's just me trying to help people out and understand what's going on.
That's something I've noticed about you, Chris, is you really do. You really, I know education is extremely important to you, and helping people who may not know what is available to them. And I think this Medicare 411's a great way to do that in person, like you said.
Yes, exactly. So, you know, a lot of people hear Health Markets and they think it's like we're our own insurance company, but we're really an agency. So another thing I'm going to try to do is highlight the different carriers that we represent. You know, I've got, I'm going to have some giveaways from like one carrier here, one carrier there. My presentation is going to be from a completely different carrier. Like, the idea is that I want people to understand that when they see me, I'm not beholden to one carrier. I'm not, you know, my goal is to help individuals out with all the confusing stuff that goes on between, you know, the government restrictions and requirements for Medicare and honestly what the carriers do and all the benefits that they offer.
We're joined by Chris Young with Health Markets. Can you give us just maybe a couple of examples of carriers that you represent, maybe a few of them? Is that legal? I don't know.
So, you know, it's, I mean, I can't say specifically. Okay. There's a lot of legality when it comes to talking about different things. Well, that's what I said. I didn't know
if you could or not.
But these are carriers that you've heard of. So these are, you know, nationwide carriers. Okay. They are some carriers that are, how do I say, based here in Tennessee. Some carriers that are Fortune 5 companies.
Well, I don't want to get you in any trouble, but anyway, Chris Young with Health Markets. All right, so let me go back. The Medicare 411 seminar, the event, April 13th, Hampton Inn. Mm-hmm. How can people register for this?
So it's real simple. You just either send me a text or give me a call at my cell, 423-313-7987, or you can just email me, cyoung@healthmarkets.com. And, you know, I'm hoping that what's going to happen is I get to start telling people, I'm sorry, we don't have any room, and we're going to have to set up another one.
And then do another one.
And then do another one. And those people would be the first ones I contact to say, hey, we're doing another one.
Chris Young joins us with Health Markets. The interesting thing is what you just said, and that is that you're not beholden to one, that you have the flexibility for the person coming in, and you can tailor-make and customize a plan for the individual. Is that right?
That's exactly right. So, and I can look at the different carriers and tell people what their coverage is going to look like. I've got, you know, I'm thinking of one client right now who she really wanted a very specific benefit that Medicare offers, but that particular plan didn't offer all of her doctors in network. So, you know, I'm going to say, here's your choice. You can either go with this carrier that has all your doctors, or you can get this particular benefit. And, you know, she knows going in what that decision is going to entail, not someone saying, hey, you know, this is, you know, you got to go with this plan and not really knowing what's going on.
Chris Young, it's Health Markets, and I just have you repeat the details one more time. I know a lot of folks are just tuning in right now because here, Chris, they think we're off the air, so now they're tuning in. You know, well, hey, we're still here.
Yeah.
Anyway, Chris, how to just repeat the details if you would, and then how people can register. As Chris just told us, There are only about 25 spots, and if they fill up, then they'll do another one there at the Hampton Inn. So how do we get in touch with you? And just give us those details one more time.
So you can contact me via calling or text on my cell phone, 423-313-7987. You can email me at cyoung@healthmarkets.com. And this is to register for that Medicare 411 class.
With prizes?
With, no.
No prizes. Oh, okay. Never mind. Well, never mind. Well, no, you said you're going to do some giveaways, maybe.
Yeah. I'll have all sorts of fun little
and stuff like
paraphernalia, carriers, so you can say, hey, I went to this and got this carrier's pen and this, and
I like it.
And hand sanitizer and all that fun stuff that we like to give away.
I like it. It's Chris Young with Health Markets. 313, is that right? 313-7987. You can send him a text right now, say, hey, save me a spot. It won't cost you a thing, but I tell you, it could really benefit you for a long, long time, and get that information. Chris, great seeing you. Anything else you want to add right here before we go?
No, I'm ready to go get some more coffee.
Okay, go get some more coffee. Go get some more, and I'm going to do that too. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
Chris Young, Health Markets. Again, you can text him or call him, 313-7987. It's April 13th at the Hampton Inn, or cyoung@healthmarkets.com. Back in a moment.
As an elementary education major, I've been studying about the development of kids' brains. It is so important that we shield them from vaping and any other nicotine use. Nicotine affects every part of the brain. Parents, let's be aware. Let's protect our kids.
Hey, it's Josh with Wholesale Supply. Our team members have been serving the Southeast with the best plumbing, electrical, and HVAC products for the past 75 years. Founded in Cleveland, Tennessee, Wholesale Supply has everything you need, from water heaters to kitchen faucets, from lighting to septic tanks. We literally sell it all. Don't believe me? Stop by one of our 32 stores across the Southeast and check it out for yourself. And tell them Josh sent you. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open Monday through Friday and open to the public.
Cleveland Tires, ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Goodyear brand tires in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
From Lookout Mountain to Cleveland, from Red Bank to Collegedale, luxury lives here.
Chattanooga Auto Square is your home for premium luxury automobiles.
And we have the largest selection in all of Chattanooga of pre-owned vehicles from every major brand.
Chattanooga Auto Square, Jaguar, Land Rover, Porsche, Infiniti.
Luxury lives here.
At some point in your life, you may be faced with a legal challenge, whether it be a personal injury, a business dispute, or family matter. Our goal is to overcome your legal obstacles and get your life back on track.
If you or a loved one have been injured or have legal issues confronting you and your family, talk with someone on our team. We will investigate your problem to determine the facts and the law. Working together, we can develop a plan to obtain the result you deserve.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today. This is Thomas Williams with Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
Stop by today and take advantage of Bradley County's largest pre-owned inventory. Or visit cleveland-nissan.com, home of the lifetime warranty.
Remember Me Senior Care is Cleveland's first assisted living and memory care neighborhood. They specialize in assisted living for those who are still active with a community of indoor and outdoor activities. They also provide memory care living for those who are facing life with dementia. Learn more online at remembermesc.com or call their office and set up an in-person visit at 423-473-3140. Remember Me Senior Care, a culture of care your loved one deserves. Direct Primary Care Associates, your place for health care. Fast access and on-time visits with no deductibles and no copays. The one-on-one time with a member of the talented staff makes going to the doctor a better experience. Direct Primary Care Associates offers telemedicine services and can do all routine labs. Check out all the ways Direct Primary Care Associates can help you and your family at directpca.com or call them at 650-4831. Direct Primary Care Associate. It's not insurance, it's health care. You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature is brought to you by Simply Bank.
Allstate Insurance on Key Street. Are you in good hands?
All right, Mix 104.1 WCOE. Good morning out there, everybody, as we're going to get a final check of traffic for you from the Don Ledford Cleveland Mix Highway Patrol Team. It's here, the Don Ledford Buick GMC Truck Annual March Mania event, where they say yes to low interest rates and 90 days to your first payment. Visit the showroom on North Lee Highway or go to donledford.com, where they say yes. Taking a quick check on the T-Dot Smartway cameras. Looks like everything is okay out there this morning. No problems to report. But if you happen to notice any concerns, not only throughout the morning show, but anytime throughout the day, please feel free to give us a call on the Volunteer Ritapest Mix line. That number, 614-6499. You can also reach out to us on the HHM text line. Same number, 614-6499. We'll take a break. We'll be back in just a few moments. Have a final interview we're going to get to. We're going to talk with our friends from Cleveland State Community College in just a moment.
Misfit Tacos. Forget what you think about tacos.
Why now come to Best Buy Metals?
For 20 years, Best Buy Metals has provided permanent steel roofing. Additionally, we've expanded to manufacture metal siding, including steel, board and batten, and traditional lap siding. We also offer custom pole barns, from a simple roof-only structure to a fully enclosed building. Stop by one of our 7 showrooms today or visit us online 24/7 at bestbuymetalroof.com.
Morning, everybody. My name is Doug Vierthal, General Manager of Cleveland Ford. As you can see, the long-awaited construction build has begun. We are definitely, so everybody knows in the community, expanding to support and to service the community. When you pull in, it looks a little bit confusing. We are open during business. Everybody should know that we have a bunch of new Fords in inventory. We have Broncos, we have F-150s, as well as a bunch of orders coming in weekly and monthly. If you need anything, you can reach me. My name is Doug Vierthaler. Look forward to talking to y'all soon.
Serenity Funeral Homes. Convenient, caring, affordable. Cleveland's most affordable funeral home. Completely remodeled. Offering cremations as low as $5.95. Funerals, $15.95. SerenityofCleveland.com. When trust matters most.
This Medical Minute is brought to you by the Vascular Institute.
We're here at Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
We are here with great service. We're here. We're here.
We're here.
We're here with great deals. We're here for you.
So come get huge Nissan savings when you shop Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland and Cleveland-Nissan today. Home of the exclusive lifetime warranty.
Athens. Download the free Mix 1041 app at mymix1041.com.
The top of the hour is presented by Best Buy Metals, making sure the top of your house is the best it can be. BestBuyMetalRoofing.com.
At TVFCU, we're proudly providing home loans for our neighbors. Enjoy your new home, Robin.
Bender Realty is proud to have 3 agents who've been in real estate for over 40 years. The experts at Bender Realty don't just live here, they volunteer and contribute to the community in our area.
Our involvement in the community of who being able to reach out to, whether it's city planner, county planner, economic development committee, to help you bring new businesses into the Cleveland area. We're all involved and we're able to keep up with what's going on and what's coming into Cleveland.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty. Mixed Mornings on Mixed TV is Southeast Tennessee's best way to stay informed about local news, sports, weather, and community events, as well as traffic conditions. Plus, you'll never miss a minute of the latest whimsical banter and rants by the one and only Steve Hartline. Who wrote this promo? Never miss a minute. Mixed Mornings on MixedTV.tv. Weekdays 7 to 9, MixedTV.tv. I'm going to find out who wrote this.
Mix 1041 and Honda Cleveland are giving one deserving firefighter in our area a chance to win a 2023 Honda Civic. Nominate your favorite firefighter today at mymix1041.com.
We're all picky about our produce, and whether you're a thumper, a sniffer, a squeezer, or just plain particular, we promise no one is more picky about produce than Food City. That's why we're introducing our Picky Promise. Whether it's from farms down the road or tropical produce from the ends of the earth, we guarantee it's fresh or we'll replace it. You see, we're picky about produce, so you don't have to be.
Morning. Hardee's 2 for $5 mix and match breakfast starts your day with made-from-scratch sausage and egg biscuits, biscuit and gravy, or syrupy French toast dips. Pick any 2, just $5. My rewards members get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
I'm looking forward to the evening. I'm looking forward to the night. When you want the best buys, the time is right. Time to sleep with the mermaid tonight. Mermaid Mattress Factory and Showroom.
We're here at Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
We are here with great service.
We're here.
We're here.
We're here.
We're here with great deals.
We're here for you.
So come get huge Nissan savings when you shop Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland and Cleveland-Nissan today. Home of the exclusive lifetime warranty.
The south, and we're going to have a warm day ahead, hitting 68 degrees by noon, and then afternoon highs today in the upper 70s to 80 degrees. For overnight, it will be mild, those lows in the mid to upper 50s. Friday will be partly sunny, another warm day. Be sure to download our Local 3 weather app. I'm Local 3 meteorologist Allison Pryor.
All right, Mix 104.1 WCLE. Right now, your current Simply Bank temperature standing at 53 degrees. Time for our final interview here for the Mix Morning Show on the radio and also on MixedTV.tv. Time for a moment with our friends from Cleveland State Community College. They've got such a big week coming up next week. It's Entrepreneurship Week. And to tell us all about that, Sandra Godsey is going to be joining me from Cleveland State, part of the business there, instructor. So, Sandra, first of all, good morning to you. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. Doing good morning.
Well, you were telling me we got to get this backstory. You know, we got good stuff on the radio. You can't leave it in the bullpen, is what we say. You said that you were out early this morning.
Yes.
And you were down in the Collegedale area.
I was.
Share with our listening audience and people watching on Mixed TV what you got to experience today.
I got to experience a honey bun hot off the line at McKee.
Wow.
I'm never going back. I don't know that I can do a store-bought.
So you were there. They were bringing the honey buns down the line, and they said, here, we're going to give you one fresh off the line.
Yes.
And that's how your morning started.
I know. Great
Wow.
start to the day, right?
Yeah, yeah. I said that's almost like when Scotty Mayfield comes in and brings us ice cream and scoops it out and serves it to us himself. It's like you're just getting it fresh from the farm.
I know.
But your story there is just pretty much equal to that when you can just pull it right off the assembly line. Well, Sandra, I know you're here to talk about a very, very important week next week, Monday through Thursday at Cleveland State. So let's go ahead and dive right in. First of all, just kind of tell us a little bit about yourself, first of all, and everything you do there at Cleveland State, multiple things, of course, and then we're going to dive into this. So I'll let you have the floor there for a second.
Sure, yes, thank you. So I'm Sandra Godsey. I'm an assistant business professor. I'm the lead professor on our entrepreneurship program. And we have never done this. We've partnered, George R. Johnson. We have the Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation. This will be our first ever Entrepreneurship Week presented by them. And we have been laboring over this for months, and we are so excited for next week to come.
Yeah, and it's going to be a Monday through Thursday event. So let's go ahead and just dive right in. We're going to kind of break down each day a little bit.
Yeah.
And there's something there for everyone as far as what you guys are trying to put together. Monday is going to be the Resource Expo. That's going to be Monday the 27th from 4 to 7. Tell me about this event and what people can expect.
Oh, this is going to be a wonderful event. We have over 25 tables set up with people who have experienced small business that want to provide their knowledge back to someone who wants to start a business, is in business, just looking for some pointers. We're going to have our CSC alumni come up and do a panel discussion starting at 5 o'clock. So all of them are alumni from Cleveland State that have started small businesses. So they are willing to come and just share that wealth of information. A great networking event also.
Yeah, and we're actually going to be there 4 to 6 on Monday, help cover this fantastic event, and then also talk more about what's going on the rest of the week while we're there as well on Monday. So we hope that people will join in on that broadcast. If they can't come out in person, I'm sure you'll have lined up some very interesting people for us to talk about when we're there Monday.
I have you at lineup already, Dwayne.
I'm ready for that. And then we're going to go from the Resource Expo on Monday to Tuesday, which something that I'm very excited about, the student pitch competition. So let's talk about that next.
Yes, we are so excited. This is actually our third year doing a student pitch competition, and this is Cleveland State students who have a business idea. They have worked with the Small Business Development Center, and they have a business plan, and they're going to pitch their idea to our panel of judges. There'll be 3 judges, and we have 3 student pitch finalist on Tuesday, and their ideas, I will say I'm lucky. I've got to hear some pitches, and I'm glad I'm not a judge.
Wow. Now, what will these students receive if they are the winner of this?
Oh, wonderful. $1,000 seed money that Lynn Jones Foundation is donating to those students.
That is just tremendous right there. So there'll be 3 different students that will be pitching their idea to the panel. And now, will they choose one as the winner, or basically they're all going to win something?
No, we choose the one big winner.
The one big one, okay.
One big one, and we will announce it that day, so no waiting around.
No waiting around, and that's from 2 to 4 on Tuesday.
Yes.
That's the student pitch competition. We're going to tell you more about the community pitch in just a second. So let's go ahead and move on to an Entrepreneurship Week next week. We're going to move to Wednesday, and this is going to be a vendor expo. So something, like I said, really something for everyone. So tell me about the Vendor Expo.
We hope the community really comes out this night. We have over 40 tables set up of small business vendors from our area. Most of them are from the Cleveland Bradley Business Incubator. Been working with Hurley Buff, the director there. He has really got his tenants so involved, but it is amazing what they're doing there. Everything from raised gardens to the honey-do list, checkoffs to, maybe some samples of some frozen fruits and
Uh-oh.
such. I know, samples.
Who doesn't like samples?
I know, free.
So that's going to be on Wednesday from 4 to 7, and we hope people will come out for the Vendor Expo. And what I want to say about Entrepreneurship Week there with Cleveland State, you guys have put a lot of hard work into this. I mean, this is something that students, and we're getting ready to talk about Thursday in just a second, a lot of work goes into this. A lot of people, Cleveland State alum, are going to be around, so we really want to spotlight this and have people come out and be a part of what Cleveland State has worked very hard to put together for next week. And then it's going to culminate on Thursday for the community pitch competition. So let's talk about that as we'll end out the week on a very strong note.
Yes, absolutely. This is the first time we have ever done a community pitch at Cleveland State. We partnered with the chambers from our 5-county service areas, so Bradley, McMinn, Monroe, Polk, and Meigs. So we have 6 finalists that night. And these are small businesses that have been in business for at least 6 months, but no more than 2 years.
Okay.
And they're going to receive a very nice prize reward from the Lynn Jones Foundation as well to invest in their business. That will be $5,000.
Wow, so that's coming from the Lynn Jones Foundation as well there, right? So,
Yes.
Yeah, so I definitely want to give a big shout out to the Lynn Jones Foundation. Tremendous work that they do in our community. So they're teaming up, of course, with Cleveland State Community College. It's Spring 2023 Entrepreneurship Week. Next week, starting on Monday with a Resource Expo, Tuesday with a Student Pitch Competition, Wednesday for the Vendor Expo, and then finishing out the week on Thursday with the Community Pitch Competition. First time ever, by the way, for the Community Pitch. So lots of things to be a part of. If people want more details, and I guess I'm going to ask about this, and it's probably, I think I know the answer, but I just want to throw it out there. As far as the Vendor Expo or anything else, I guess it's too late to get anything in there.
The tables are full. We've got the Johnson building on Cleveland State's campus, the auditorium, the lobby, the alcove. It is packed with tables.
Packed.
We're ready.
Good. I mean, that's perfect, because sometimes people come in like, yeah, we really need a few more, but this is awesome that it's already filled up. But that means that people just need to come out and participate in these great opportunities. And there definitely are opportunities that people can come out and be a part of what's going on at Cleveland State. Sandra Godsey joins us once again from Cleveland State Community College. What else do you want people to know about this week or anything else about what's going on there at Cleveland State?
We really just want people to come attend. We want people to come see what services are actually offered, and I don't know that they realize all the wealth of resources we have at Cleveland State.
Right.
And to definitely, come watch these pitch competitions. The students, they have worked so hard, and I think they're going to do amazing, and it's just going to be really interesting to wait and find out who the winner's going to be. And most importantly, they can meet you on Monday night.
Oh, wow.
Why would they not come?
I don't know. That may be a hindrance. We'll have to wait and see. But if people want more details, I know we gave a lot of details out here. Yes. 4 different days of really jam-packed afternoon, late afternoon, early afternoon on Tuesday information. Where can they go and find all of this that we just talked about this morning?
Absolutely. Go to mycs.cc/entrepreneur.
Okay.
And they will find all of the information for that week. But if they have questions, they can call me directly at 423-473-2372.
Well, Sandra, it's great to have you in this morning. Looking forward to hanging out with you for a couple hours on Monday evening, late afternoon, early evening, 4 to 6 p.m. will be our broadcast. I'm excited. You've got me intrigued now who we're going to be interviewing and doing some stuff with on Monday, but I'm looking forward to it. Again, that is going to be the Resource Expo, 4 to 7 Monday, the Student Pitch Competition on Tuesday from 2 to 4. Wednesday will be the Vendor Expo from 4 to 7 again, and then Thursday will be the Community Pitch Competition, 4 to 7 at that time slot as well. All right, so there you go. Lots of opportunities for people to come out, support what's going on there. Entrepreneurship Week at Cleveland State next week, Monday through Thursday. Sandra, look forward to hanging out with you, and we'll see you then.
See you then.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for us for the Mix Morning Show, also on MixTV.tv. Bridget should be back with you for the middays coming up here in just a little bit. I'll be back with you for your way home this afternoon, starting at 3 p.m. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Looks like that we're going to have some warmer weather on the way. way, which will be very much welcomed. And enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Fox News is up next.
Fox News is next.